How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and this is a Webhead movie review where I review all the latest movies in today's world. Today, I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review for the Detroit movie that just came out. So if you guys want to hear my opinions on this movie, make sure you guys stay tuned. As always, Webheads, for everybody that is new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to Webhead for more movie reviews. I have plenty coming out on my channel. Also, make sure you guys comment below and let me know, what did you guys think of the Detroit movie? Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. I really want to hear your opinions on this, guys. Alrighty, Webheads. So, this is a non-spoiler review of the Detroit movie that just came out. Of course, I will not be spoiling anything, so if you guys haven't seen the movie already, do not worry. This is something totally for you. This is something to recommend it. I will not be spoiling this movie at all. But I will be structuring this video as follows. I will be going through my positives, my negatives, and then my overall thoughts, whether you guys should spend your hard-earned money on this movie or not. Let's get into the positives. So the first positive that I have for this movie is the overall acting of the movie. I thought everybody was a big standout in this movie. Everybody across the board, all the actors that were in it really brought it in this movie. I really thought that everybody's performance was spectacular, top-notch, the best that I've ever seen all of these actors, actresses act. The one standout character, though, in my opinion, was definitely one of the police officers in the movie, and that was played by Will Poulter, who also played in We Are the Millers. He played like the nerdy kid that was kind of like, he was just kind of geeky and kind of weird, and in this movie he plays a completely different character, and he, in my opinion, stole the movie. His performance made me hate him. You guys are going to hate him if you see this movie, I promise you. He does a lot of beatings, and yes, he does shoot people in the movie, and I tell you right now, he plays one of the most villainous characters ever. Like, a cop is a villainous character in this movie, and personally, he bothered me to no end. And that's another thing that really was really good about the movie. It really had a bunch of what the fuck moments, because the biggest thing that this happened is you couldn't believe what you were seeing, and that's how I personally felt, that you could not believe what you were seeing throughout this entire movie. I kept saying to myself, you gotta be kidding me, you gotta be kidding me, the entire movie, because there's just so much that happens to these poor people that it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse throughout the entire movie. And of course, all of these racist cops and just racist people keep getting away with everything, and it just bothers me to no end, and I think it will definitely bother you guys as well. But of course, another positive to really go off of that is just how authentic it really is, and how motivating it is to be a better person, or to not be racist, or to stand up against this kind of racist behavior that people do bring out, and it still is around today. People may ignore it, but it is still around today, and this is definitely one of those movies that really does touch on the whole racist aspect of history, especially because it's in the 60s. This story actually was something that I personally didn't really know a lot about, and I was very much informed from beginning to end. You get the entire story. It's very well told. It really goes along every single plot point, and it really just tells it the best it can tell, and you understand and you get to know all of these characters throughout the entire movie, and you definitely feel for all these characters. You hate some characters and you love some characters, and you don't want anything to happen to them, but of course some things happen to them. That's not a spoiler, but some things happen to characters that you really, really like. And of course, once again, the movie just goes along a bunch of stuff, and just it's a bunch of what the fuck moments, because you really don't expect a lot of things that are happening, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And of course, I already touched upon this positive, but I really do want to comment on this once again. And another big positive in this movie is just the overall story and the overall plot of the movie. I thought it was really, really well told, and especially because this is a true story, and what happens is it's really sad. It definitely tells the story in the right way, and it definitely respects it, and it definitely shows respect to it, and the way they just made the story, you understand it from beginning to end. Everything is very clear, very understandable. You don't have to be a genius to understand this movie. Everybody will understand it. It's very well told. Now, getting on to my negatives, I can tell you right now, the only negative that I can think of is nothing. I can't think of any negatives. Honestly, I didn't have any problems with this movie. I thought it was all really well done. The people that were supposed to be evil in this and just be cruel, I hated them. I thought that was really well done, and all those characters really made me hate them. And then everybody that was good and that you were supposed to feel for and everything, I felt for them. I understood their pain. I really just like loved those characters, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to them. So I thought there were really no negatives for this movie. And if I had to recommend for you guys the overall thoughts, this is my overall thoughts, of course. Yeah, go see the movie. If you haven't told already, I had no negatives for this movie. I absolutely love this movie. I adore this movie. I really enjoyed it. It definitely made me angry at some points because of how cruel people can be, but it also made me feel as though, like, if you look at today's world, how far we have come. That is something that the story kind of shows you. It does say that there's still racism going on today, but at the same time, it isn't to the caliber of what it was then. And I think we are getting to a point where change is coming, and I think that's very, very well done in this movie. So, of course, guys, I would give this movie 1 out of 10. I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. I would say I wouldn't give it a perfect 10. I thought it was very well done. I didn't have any real negatives for it, but I can't give it a 10 out of 10. That's a perfect score. That's something that just blew my mind. This is not blew my mind. I thought it was a very well told story. I thought it was very good, but it did not blow my mind out of this world. So I can't give it a 10 out of 10, but I will give it a 9 out of 10. Guys, go see this movie. Definitely spend your money on this. This is a fantastic movie. If you guys like historical or civil rights movies, something like that, this is definitely a movie for you. You guys will love this movie, I promise you. So guys, make sure you also comment below and let me know if you guys have already seen the movie. What did you think of the movie? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to hear your opinions. Make sure you guys also smash that like button if you guys like this video. Share it to all your friends. And as always, Webheads, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys join the cause, the Webhead community, so we hit 10,000 subscribers. That is the channel's goal, my goal, and the Webhead community goal as well. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye. As always, Webheads, if you guys like this movie review and you guys want more movie reviews, make sure you guys subscribe right over here to Webhead. I have plenty more coming out on my channel. Also, turn on the notification right beside the subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys check out my social media links in the bottom description. 2 videos below me I think you guys would really enjoy. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.